Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So first and foremost, happy Wednesday. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the middle of the week as I am slowly moving through everything I need to do for work. Christmas is almost upon us. It's going to be next week when it happens, and I am not prepared for it. None of my gifts are wrapped, but it is what it is. So we're just going to have to do with that as it comes. Yay. Also, I think I solved a lot of the problems I was having through OBS. I still think it's the issues that I've had with my computer. Like, you guys have no idea. I replaced my graphics card. That's the only thing I had, right? On the inside of my computer, the only thing I replaced was my graphics card. Why? Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out in February. I'm excited for the game, but my graphics card which was a GTX 1070, wasn't gonna handle that. Was not. Barely handled the beta when I was playing it. So I decided to upgrade my graphics card, and I've had nothing but issues since I upgraded it. Nothing but issues. I don't know if it's just because it's an RTX 4060 Ti. I don't know. But what I do know is that it pisses me off sometimes. Like, RAM would randomly get filled up for Opera GX, which is something that's really, really weird. Even when I limit stuff, I still get random messages that stay, and I quote, because I put this in my friend's Discord. It says, out of memory. Either Opera ran out of memory to process the web page ran out of memory, or the process of the web page was terminated for some other reason. Try reloading the page or navigate to another page to continue. And that happens more times than not, and I'm still just as confused of why it's even happening at all. Like, my 1070 ran this just no problem, but apparently it's not working. I also had to get a new monitor, so that was also something I didn't realize I had to get, because stupid me thinking that it would come with, I think it's a DPI port. It's something that connects directly to the graphics, and it's supposed to give it like native graphics, but it comes with one digital port, which I didn't know what that was until I got the new monitor, and two HDMI ports. Thankfully, I have a splitter, because if I didn't have a splitter, I would have no way of doing anything that I'm doing now. So thank God I thought ahead. But still, I know you guys don't come here to listen to my computer problems, but I just had the little bit of mini rant because I've been dealing with technical issues ever since I got the thing, and I'm reluctant to set it back because I don't want to install the other one. I don't want to install the 1070. I had upgraded my BIOS and everything. I'm okay. I don't need to. I'll just deal with it as it comes. But we did upgrade the team. So we're bringing Whimsicott back on the team. We are taking out Pelipper and Archelodon. I'm going to be rebuilding these over the weekend, so we're not going to be using these two Pokemon for now. And I also plan on recalculating Rotom. So I'm going to put these over here because they're going to get really, really annoying to deal with if I have to constantly swap over the top of them. So while there's other Pokemon I should also Calcor, I'm not going to I'm not going to go overboard, because as soon as I do, I'm going to be lost. And I kind of don't want to do that. So we're going to come a little bit more of a balanced team, or at least that's what I would like to call it. We changed Scale Shot to Dragon Claw, bring it back over to Garchomp. I was under the impression that we would have at least 3 shots with the Scale Shot, at least, without the loaded dice. But once we got it, stopped after 2, and it's like, okay. We really have to rethink about that. Now, it did work a couple of times. It did hit Pokemon for like 5 times. We did not miss a single time, but it didn't do that much damage either, even being +2. And the one time that we were going to try it out to be +4, we got knocked out. And I figured out how. And in the video at the time, I did not know how it did it, but Meowscarada does actually outspeed Garchomp quite a bit. And because I wasn't fully healed and at 108 HP, when Knockoff comes in with the Life Orb, with the Protean activation, which made it like a stab, it's a stab anyway, it did more than enough damage to be able to KO me. So it was a high damage roll, but it was no like low roll that I was thinking. And I always think that it's like they should be not hitting me as much, but they are, because I don't really do anything else to like negate the damage. I don't really do or use Sinistcha to do like the hospitality, so it heals everyone. They're not bringing in Grimmsnarl, who then does a little bit more, for the screens and stuff like that. So we do have other things that we could possibly do, but right now we're just going to try with these guys and hope for the best. So who's replacing them? Whimsicott went over for Archelodon, and Rillaboom went over for Pelipper. We're gonna give this a shot, see what we can come up with, and see how we go. Wish me luck, and I'll see you guys at the end. Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Armarouge, Indity, Hydreigon, Tyranitar, and Amoonguss. So that's gonna be interesting. Super interesting. So what I want to do first is kind of shut off. Actually, they're gonna have a really hard time. I need to shut off Trick Room. Obviously, we're not gonna deal with that stuff. As soon as I shut it off, the easier it's gonna be to KO everyone else. So I think we'll walk in with Incineroar to kind of deal with Armarouge and Indity. Garchomp for... Actually, let's not do Garchomp. Let's do Rillaboom. And I'm kind of leaning into Whimsicott, and that's just for Hydreigon specifically. We also can counter Blood Moon Ursaluna that way too. No, we'll do Garchomp in case if they do Terra Fire. Levitate's still gonna protect Hydreigon, but if it's Terra Fire, they're gonna be using a bunch of Heat Waves, and I don't want to deal with that. I absolutely don't. I don't want to deal with that at all. Okay. Armarouge, Hydreigon. Rigraff, Incineroar. Okay. This leaves me with a very interesting predicament. I'm still gonna imprison. I'm gonna Terra. We're also gonna knock off on Armarouge to stop it for whatever it's doing. It could do Armor Cannon, could go with the Size Spam. Like they could swap Hydreigon out now to be like, oh yeah, well you have a counter to my strat, so I'm just gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna remove your strat person. Absolutely gonna do that. Now, what is ineffective against Dark? I mean, other Dark types, fighting types. I don't think there's a lot of Pokemon that are immune to it, so that's interesting. We're going to Terra Normal, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, Protect, not bad. You get a Tailwind. Nope, Critical Meteor. That's going to go right to Incin. Okay. Knock off. That's nothing. And I'm going to Imprison. I'm going to Protect. And I will then... I guess I'll just knock off Armarouge again, thinking that they're going to swap out. They have no reason not to. But now they can't Protect. As long as Burgraff's out there, they can't Protect, they can't set up Trick Room. Can do Foul Play, which is not really going to do anything, but it's something that I have turned off. So, because they were probably thinking I was going to swap to something else. Probably. I wasn't, but, you know, it's funny that the thought was there. Withdrew Hydreigon. Is it? Ah, it's Indity. Okay. Prevents priority moves now. Psychic Seed activates. Protect. Armor Cannon goes to the Protect. Knock off. Goes into Armarouge. That was weak armor. Interesting. Also, weakness policy. Also interesting. So what's the call here? Trick Room would benefit them more than me. Let's hit you. And let's swap to you. case if it's side spam. Come on out, Rillaboom. Get rid of the field. There's to follow me. Sword power. Owie. +2 speed, -1 defense, +2 in attack, and it's about, yeah, I would do it. Okay, Insane Aurora. Going to fake out you. And I'm going to go ahead and let's wood hammer. It's got armor cannon. That sucks. Drastic glide. Let's do it. Way through Entity. Dragon comes back out. Protect. Okay. One knock off and swap the Garchomp. Probably a terrible decision, but I'm assuming that Entity is going to come back out, so I just want to plan ahead for that. The only one that's got like any major buff is Armourouge right now. Losing for a draft so early kind of sucks. There's not a whole lot that I can realistically do at the moment. Why not? Garchomp. Critical meter goes into Insane. Cannon. Yep, so I did save Rillaboom. Still hit a lot. Dropping the special and physical defense. Knock off. Knocks out. So who's your fourth? Entity again. I'll knock off there, and I'm gonna protect here. Yep, those things protects. So we predicted that. Off a lot on Entity. They activate. Why'd you activate Trick Room? You have Ursaluna in the back. That's the only reason why you would activate that. That is the only reason why you would activate that. Swaps her Rillaboom. Actually, let's do this. No, I can't. Never mind. We are going to do that. I'll set up Dragon Claw. I don't think it's going to go through, though. Iron Shot. It's Hydreigon, dropping its physical and special attack stat. It's already -3, so hopefully it's not going to get the KO, but probably going to get the KO. Out comes Rillaboom. Hydreigon moves first. Well, interesting. So are you scarfed? Wait, then why'd you do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you ever activate Trick Room? That seems backwards to me. Is this a Moongus or Blood Moon? Okay, it is Blood Moon. So we did guess it right. Actually, let's go ahead and fake out that slot. And I'm just gonna Stomping Tantrum the Entity. Okay. I was gonna prevent it from attacking this turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's a bleed. It's enough to KO the Garchomp. That sucks. Okay, they have not used their Terra yet, so they're still set up decently. Fake out the Entity, so unless it does Helping Hand here, it's not going to be able to act this turn. But Blood Moon is going to be able to act, which is unfortunate. Blood Moon goes for the double protect, does not get it. Fake out, stops Entity from acting because it was Psychic Seed before. And Woodhammer. That should be, yep, that's a one-shot. Did they use their Terra earlier? No, I don't think they've ever used it. At least not that I'm aware. So, yeah, no, they never used it. So why didn't they? Interesting. Woodhammer knockoff. I think that's, yep, that's the game though. That's the game. That was a very interesting way of playing that configuration of a team. So they didn't Terra, which means they either forgot or the Terra options that they had were bad. Like really bad. I kind of want to know what their options were. Okay, so we've got Electrode, Armarouge, Entity, Pelipper, Sneasler, and Annihilate. Okay, so what's the best way of dealing with this particular team? I think outspeeding them is going to be my best option. I think it is. Do I have a counter to Annihilate? Golden Goat can counter, I think, till it Rage Fists and tells me no. How would I deal with the Archelodon here? There's too many, realistically. There's too many Pokemon to worry about here. And I don't have an electric type anymore for Pelipper. That's gonna be not great for me. Let's do these two, Rillaboom and Garchomp. Whimsicott Golden Goat is not a bad combo. They don't really have anyone on that side of the field that does a lot of priority. Sneasler has an option for it, but a lot of people are opting out of Fake Out for Sneasler to do something completely different. Perhaps people should bring that back in. A lot of people are using, ooh, Archelodon Electrode. Let's go. A lot of people are deciding to go in a different direction. So they do coaching instead and just rely on Dire Claw, especially with its outrageous things. And by outrageous things, I mean like they use the status effects of Dire Claw in coaching. You know what? I think I think that's what we'll do. With your Electrode, here comes Pelipper. Yup. Shiny Pelipper, let's go. Started to rain. Gonna Terra. Nasty Plot on the Golden Go. So now I know 3 Pokemon immediately. Now 3 automatically. Protect on the Whimsy. So I think that Electro Shot's gonna go into Golden Go. It's a good chance that it is. My hope that it goes to Whimsy. Nope, yeah, it's to Golden Go. Yeah, we predicted that. And it's not enough to get the KO. So now we'll go ahead and Tailwind. And I will... Actually, instead of the Tailwind, let's just go straight double into our Celadon. Why not? I outspeed. I might not outspeed Pelipper, but that's okay. This might be Assault Vest. So the double up here could be really, really good. If it protects, I now know it's not Assault Vest. Blast. That's Assault Vest. That's okay. We dropped its special attack though, so it's neutral. Weather Ball goes to Golden Go. That's enough. See, it's stuff like that where I just like, I genuinely questions like, how is that enough? How is that enough? Like if I tried to do that, it wouldn't have worked. But I guess the rain has something to do with it. It does boost it by 50%. So, see, this is where I wish I had Rock Slide just to take down Pelipper itself, but it's not like I can do anything about it. Helping Hand, and we'll just Stomping Tantrum. Just stomp it in the ground. I do outspeed Pelipper for sure, unless it's Scarfed, in which then I'm like, okay, I don't. But it didn't outspeed Whimsy, so it's either like minus speed or with the Scarf, or it's not as strong as it could be. Here comes the Terra, probably the Archelodon. Yep, and it's flying. Grass. Of course it would be grass. Okay, Hand. Stomping Tantrum. Yeah, I know it had a plus one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Flash Cannon. Yeah, it's gonna knock out Whimsy. I can already tell you this game is a loss, and it's not because of the fact that I'm giving up. Not because I'm giving up. It's taken 2.5 Pokemon to deal damage against Archelodon, and I have no way of getting rid of the buffs. So it's 2v4, and I've literally done nothing else but battle the Archelodon. I've literally done nothing else. I can't hurt this Pelipper. Oh, I can. So we will. You know what? I'm gonna Swords Dance. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna hurt this Pelipper at all. It's gonna protect itself. Yay, let's go. Oh, Dragon Pulse? Oh, even better. Oh, Jesus. Let's go, make it even worse. That's fine. Like I said, this was gonna be really, really hard to go uphill. Like, they have created so much of They've created so much of a chasm for me to climb over. It's not possible now. 1v3 and yeah, nope. I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay with that. Nope. As much as I would love to be like, yeah, guys, we can totally win. No, writing's on the wall. There's just sometimes you have to say no. So the little bit of climb that we did make is now back down to where we were. So let's hope that the rest are even in our favor. So we've got Sneasler, Electabuzz. Wow. Why would I think Victory Bell? I don't know. Sneasler, Electabuzz, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, a Sneeze or two coming. Incineroar, Talonflame, and Indini Male. Obviously another team that does the biggest or heaviest speed control. It depends on what they're going to go for, because you don't really want to bring in both Talonflame and Indidi. If you do run the risk of being KO'd just because of the fact that one does Trick Room, one does not. Now, Indidi is notorious for its size spam. So in this instance, what we could do is simply bring in Incineroar, Garchomp, Rillaboom, and I'm kind of thinking Whimsy, but Whimsy may not be like the best. But I'm gonna have to bring in Whimsy. Yeah, Whimsy, Garchomp, Incin, and yeah, Rillaboom. I'm gonna have to. I have to reset the terrain, obviously, and I have to prevent Trick Room from being activated. Obviously, I didn't bring in Farigiraf, but it's not like I could have done anything with Farigiraf anyway, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I can turn off Protect, I can turn off Trick Room, but this isn't a hard Trick Room team. It goes in between both, so it's really, really hard for me to like pick and choose which one's going to be like the best. So what we're gonna do is set off Tailwind, and then actually Gale ones will probably hit first. Ursaluna might Protect. Let's Terra. And I'm gonna Sword Stance Garchomp. I'm gonna Terra so that if Gale Wings like Brave Bird, Dual Wing Beat goes into Whimsicott, doesn't knock it out right away. Because Gale Wings is giving all flying type moves to Talonflame priority. And that's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. Now, in the event that they didn't do that, then we would be fine. But Terra goes into Blood Moon or Ursaluna, so it's Terra Normal. I do Terra Dark on my guy, so it's not going to knock me out. So there's the Dual Wing Beat. So we did prevent that. Hit 2 times. Tailwind. Now, one thing which is weird, it might just be because it's a status move, or that's like the whole thing, but that was a priority move that worked. So Blood Moon goes right into Garchomp. So they were expecting the double. Like they still got one. They still got one. It's not. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And that's a Life Orb. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Bring out Rillaboom. But he's not going to be staying out for too long. I just did that to show dominance. So I'm swapping immediately to Incineroar. Like, yeah, he's got Assault Vest, but that doesn't really matter when we've got Talonflame here with Dual Wing Beat that can knock down, you know, Whimsicott and probably Sneaslers with that move. Not like they can stop him. Like, having this as an open is so strong. Because you have an incredibly slow Pokemon that can take a couple of hits, and you've got one Pokemon that immediately attacks, like, all the fast grass types and can do immediate damage to, like, fighting Pokemon. And when it's not trying to do damage, she's like, oh yeah, here's Tailwind. Now I double speed. But that doesn't matter, because here comes Moonblast. That's a lot of damage to Ursaluna. Hyper Voice. That's enough to take down Whimsy. Okay, it lost HP. Citrus Spray activates on Incineroar, because that was 101. It's insane. It's taking me 2.5 Pokemon to just do a little bit of damage to the Roaring Moon. It's probably not going to be in my favor again. Probably not. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping, but it's probably not. Knock off on Ursulina. It's probably going to protect, though. Does not protect, which is totally fine. Will-O-Wisp. You burn? Why you burn? That's not fair. Oh, you are faster than my Pokemon. Down goes Insane. This is a loss. Oh boy. I feel like if I was able to do something, Garchomp would have had more opportunities to actually do stuff if he wasn't required to set up. I think having setup moves for Pokemon does make sense, but I think typing and stat advantages also play a heavy part in that. I do, and this is what it's kind of showing me. So I think that we need to go off of Sword Stance of Garchomp, go back to our protecting stuff, try to take as little damage as humanly possible, and just try to do as much damage as we also can. I'm struggling, guys. This is bad. This is really bad. Like, I've been playing all season, all the way up until this point. It doesn't, like, it feels like I'm hit another brick wall. This brick wall is really hard. Really hard. All right, so unbeknownst to you guys, it's been about 40 minutes and I have not been able to find any more players. So I am gonna call it there. This is one of the shortest videos I've ever recorded, but I'm also not happy about it either. I guess since I've got some extra time, I will take some time to kind of revamp the team in a major way, just because of the fact that this is kind of, I don't know. I'm bummed out just because of the fact that I'm losing a ton and I hate losing, but I know this is a good way for me to learn. The thing is that match 2 and match 3, I have realistically nowhere to go. I understand why I lost. No, I won match 1. I understand why I won, but matches 2 and 3, I don't know what I could have done different. I have no idea. I'm lost. So I'm just kind of kicking myself. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong to lose those matches? What did I do wrong to not be able to even come back? They were 4-0, right? They 4-0'd me. I didn't knock out a single Pokemon in either one of those matches. And I'm trying to figure out why. What happened? Yeah, I did change some Pokemon around, but it's not that drastic to where it's it should automatically get me KO'd all the time, right? That Archelodon was in match 2 was a 0 and then went to +1 to then went into Garchomp, and I don't think that it can just KO right off the bat. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's a thing. But I'll double check, because I do have Garchomp and Archelodon set up, and Dragon Pulse. No. So it was because of the fact that he had the +1, but the +1 didn't really do anything. Yeah, it made it so that he can KO Garchomp, but usually when battles go back and forth, I have a much easier time of reflecting. If I got stomped, I don't know where to start. And that's what happened both times. I got stomped and have no idea where to go. So I'm not sure. However, that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you guys made it to this part, made it this far, shout outs to all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you guys want to support me just a little bit more, please consider leaving a like on the video, comment down below what you guys thought of today's video, the matches, and what you would do in my shoes if this happened to you. And if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider subscribing. It is completely free and it does help out the channel tremendously. For now, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys again tomorrow when we hopefully have a way better team than what I currently have now. I'm going to be staying up for the next few hours just to kind of figure out where to go from here. But until tomorrow, thank you again. Have a good one. Please stay cool or warm, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. Talk to you again tomorrow. Peace.